Hello everyone, welcome back to Molly's Cozy Kitchen. Today we will be making a family recipe of mine, 4-bean salad. It's tangy and sweet, and it's perfect for the summer. Let's get started. We're going to start by chopping up 1 cup of celery. I'm cutting it into dice, but you could also just slice it into thin half-moon slices. To dice it, I'm cutting each stalk into little strips, then chopping the celery strips into little celery chunks. Once you're done cutting the celery, you can scrape it into a cup measure to measure out that you have exactly 1 cup. You could also do a little less or a little more depending on how much you like celery. And then just continue with the remaining celery. Alright, now we also need to slice up 1 large white sweet onion. I'm cutting mine into quarters, as you can see here, and then slicing those quarters into thin little strips. But if you want bigger onion slices, you can just cut your onion in half, and then cut the half into larger onion slices. Or you could have your onion be cut into smaller dices, or whatever cut you want. This is your salad, make it how you want to eat it. This is how I enjoy eating my onion slices. Alright, and once you're done trimming up the whole onion, put it in a bowl along with the chopped celery, and set aside to prepare our beans. Okay, for the bean part of the salad, we have 1 can of lima beans. We're just going to open that, and then drain it over the sink and rinse it. We're also going to drain and rinse 1 can of cut green beans, and 1 can of cut wax beans, which are kind of like green beans except whiter. And we're also going to take 1 can of kidney beans. Drain and rinse all of those over the sink, and then add those beans to your bowl along with the white onions and the celery. Alright, once we have everything together, we're just going to make our vinaigrette dressing for the salad. In a small saucepan, we're going to combine 1 1/4 cups of granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of neutral vegetable oil, 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1/2 cup of plain distilled white vinegar, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. You could also do 1/2 teaspoon if you want more peppery flavor. Then take this over to the stove, set the heat to medium-high, and keep it and stir it occasionally until it reaches a slight boil. Alright, you can see it starting to boil and bubble at the edges. We're just going to remove it from the heat and let it cool for 10 minutes. Once the vinaigrette syrup is all cool, we're going to pour that over our wonderful veggies and toss everything together with a salad fork or with tongs, making sure every bit of those veggies is coated with that wonderful, flavorful vinaigrette. And once we have it all tossed together, you can let it cool a little bit longer if you want, or you can just straight away put it into a large airtight container. So you can store this in the fridge for a minimum of 3 or 4 hours and it'll still taste great, but I would recommend before eating it, having it in the fridge at least once overnight, maybe even 2 days, because then the onions kind of almost pickle a little bit and everything soaks up those flavors and gets really, really nice and flavorful. And this can store in the fridge for a couple weeks even, because the vinegar and the sugar preserves it and it stays nice and flavorful and the veggies are nice and crisp and wonderful. And you'll enjoy the delicious, tangy, sweet, refreshing flavor of this salad all summer long. Alright, if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell for notifications. You can check out the full written recipe at mollyscozykitchen.com. Thanks for watching.